Okay, here we are with our 3 remaining shocks. We're going to find out what color fluid is inside this CTD here. Should be a pink color if it's Fox new. Carefully remove. There could be some gas hidden. I can feel it's not under pressure though, so I'm just going to let it come up. Alright, almost no fluid in this shock, friends. So it was not working well. The fluid that is in there is absolute black death. Okay. So what happened here, most likely, is the seal that controls this dish went bad. So there's a little seal that goes around that inside this tube here. And likely all the oil voided out these controls quite some time ago, and the rider just kept on riding it basically with a dual air spring, because there was a little nitrogen air spring in here and the air spring that goes on like normal. And when the piston would pump, this piston would contact the IFP, which is in there, and basically actuate that second air spring. So it was a 2-chamber air system, even though that's not intentional, and it's not good. And you'll wear things out. So empty. Next we'll see our RP23. "100% voided and empty." So again, that means that square cut seal is what they call it in here in this eyelet. Dead center went bad, and all the oil actually voided out the controls, and the rider just kept on living. RP2. Gurgling, so we could have a cracked IFP in here. Could have just been some bypass. But be very careful when you hear gurgling like that, because you will blow this thing up in your face. You can see it. I'll give it wiggle sometimes. I don't hear any more gurgles or hisses. Yeah, it's foaming. So we're going to wait a little bit. Fluid does look red. A lot of these shocks don't get ridden, so it's really hard to say what you're going to find inside. Any shock needs annual service though, just at rest. There's a lot of force working inside these even when you're not using them. So if you want it to work properly, you definitely want to service it every year, even if you didn't use it. There it goes. There's the rest of the gas. Boom. All right. That's what we have inside. Extremely aerated, darker orange oil. And I think we're going to have a cracked IFP. It's hard to see, but we'll shoot it out of there here in a minute. It looks intact. So we just had a severe IFP bypass due to severe age. So, all right. Next, we're going to remove our IFPs. We'll do that with the use of air. Simply take your body, and let's see where you can see. Point it down, give it a little shot of air. There it is. IFP, independent or internal floating piston. It's also a gas separator. So it floats in here. The large portion is full of oil. You charge this portion with pressurized nitrogen. And as the piston pumps in and the shaft enters the oil, there needs to be some displacement for that. The shaft takes up space, so this compensates for that. And hopefully the gas charge is strong enough to return it quickly upon rebound, so you don't get little micro boiling there. That's what cavitation is. It's actually extreme heat that builds up inside of there. So anyway, a lot of engineering goes in to figure out how much pressure to use on the different models, and some work, some don't. All right. Second body. Got a little shot. Alright. It's intact as well. Looking good. That shock was 100% empty upon arrival. And last, the CTD, which was filthy. Covered in black sludge, just as we expected. But intact.